Hello everyone, I'm Nadia from the L&D Hub in the Middle East. Welcome back to the second episode of Hub Talks. Today we have with us Mr. Mohit Gurnani. He's the General Manager of Taj Jumeirah Lakes Towers. He's been with the company for over 2 decades. Let's get to know him. So Mr. Mohit, you have been with the company for almost 2 decades. How was this journey for you?
Oh, it's been fantastic. I've worked at 6 or 7 different hotels of the company.
Wow.
Every experience has been unique, enriching. I've worked for some great hotels within the organization, and my first foray into the market in UAE was with Taj Dubai and Business Bay, being a part of the opening team, and it was a fantastic experience. And now I'm here managing this beautiful hotel.
For the past 2 years.
It's been 2 years.
That's great. So I usually see the word, the tagline, GLT social hub. So what does that mean actually?
Well, it's actually not JLT Social Hub. Okay. So the positioning of the hotel is that we are the business engine and social heartbeat of JLT. So we opened this hotel 3.5 years back, and I'm very happy to say that within a very short span of 2 to 3 years, this hotel has become the most preferred hotel in the JLT region.
Yes, that's true.
Now for you, if you know JLT, you know JLT is a very fast-growing business district with hundreds of companies that operate out here. It's a very popular residential hub. So the offerings of a hotel make us a unique hotel, which has accommodation, our business facilities, conferencing, and a very exciting repertoire of restaurants. We have fantastic F&B that brings people back.
So, TJ's is my favorite.
TJ's, yeah, and TJ's is just one of them. And when you go up on to Shamiana and to Nadia, which is the latest new addition, and a stunning rooftop restaurant parlor. So all of this put together make us a very sought after kind of a venue for people who live and work around here. And that's what makes us the business engine and the social heartbeat of this part of town.
Okay. Actually, I wanted also to ask you about how do we survive in such a tough market? What are our unique selling points? So we can, especially in GLT and in Marina. So, how do you survive such a tough market?
So, I mean, we have a fantastic product. I mean, let's talk about that first. A great location. We are if you drive from downtown towards this part of the city, ours is the most prominent building that you see there, and the views are fantastic. We have golf course views there, the entire Dubai Marina skyline, great accommodation. We've got contemporary rooms, and like I just mentioned briefly, a very very wide range of dynamic and vibrant F&B, which makes us kind of stand apart. I mean, and not to forget mentioning about the fact that what makes us stand apart
is what's the secret?
Tajness. I mean, it's the soul of our culture. It's what we do, the way guests are looked after, the way experiences are created. And that's what makes people coming back. But what's also more important is not to kind of sit back and think about the great things that you have. How do you keep building more on it? So I spoke about the views that we have at our hotel, and we've taken many initiatives to kind of showcase that. We've changed our room classification in the last year to start monetizing the great golf views we have. We created some beautiful suites facing the golf course.
Yeah.
Our F&B is what we spoke about. Nadia is a fantastic example of a world-class restaurant that we have set up in our hotel. And
it's always fully booked, actually.
I mean, it takes a while for things to be popular, and that Nadia has become an extremely popular venue at our hotel.
Yeah.
So that and keep doing things to kind of unlock the potential of what the hotel has to offer. We've got a beautiful space on the 3rd floor, an outdoor terrace. We use that for venues. We created a pop-up restaurant during the FIFA World Cup. So I believe it's about trying to do different things and continuously doing it, because, like you rightly said, it's a very competitive market out there.
True.
So you've got to be doing things to stay ahead of the curve.
That's true. So actually, me personally, I know Mr. Mohit Gurnani, but today I'm so keen to learn more about you. So as far as I can see, you spend lots of time at work. Can you tell us how is your typical day at work? What do you do every day?
Well, I don't think there is any typical day in a life of hotelier, right? It's like I just said, it's a constantly evolving, changing world around, and that keeps us on the toes all the time. Well, you like to be always, organized with meetings and daily reviews and everything that one has to do during the day. It's all about trying to constantly look for new things to do, which makes you excel. But I wouldn't say that there is a typical day or routine, and that's the fun part of being a hotelier, right?
Yes, there's no routine.
And there's no dull moment.
You don't get to be bored.
You never bored. Right.
So you get to spend too much time around the associate. How do you engage and connect with them?
Yes, I mean there are various ways of formally and informally communicating with associates. I think one thing we always keep in mind that the values of our group, trust, awareness, joy.
I was going to ask you about that.
Well, see, I've answered the next question already.
Okay.
So we work for a great organization, and we have these powerful values that guide us in everything we do for our associates and for our guests and for our stakeholders. So trust, open communication, transparent, involving people in decision making. I mean, I'll give you some examples. We recently launched an initiative which the L&D Hub is a part of, the Think Tank initiative. And we've got 600 ideas in the last 2 weeks of it.
Yeah, it's amazing. People are contributing.
People are contributing, excited. I mean, we were waiting for the think tank to reach their department for them to start contributing. So it's so like this many initiatives that we want our associates to be involved in a transparent, open, two-way communication. You have departmental meetings, town halls, weekly recognition activities. Celebrations. It's important to even celebrate when you do something, when you achieve something, right?
That's actually part of the value to spread joy.
To spread joy, and happiness. But more importantly, I think these are more formal and more structured way. But I like to spend time on the floor. I like to walk around.
True, I always see you in the concierge desk.
So that's where the action is, right?
Yes.
So you interact with guests, you interact with associates, and you get to feel the perspective that you probably don't get to see otherwise. So that's how I like to kind of communicate in that sense.
Is it so stressful being a general manager for a big hotel like this?
Well, only when you put me on spot and ask me questions like this, otherwise.
Interview.
No. But on a serious note, I mean, stress is just when things don't go your way, right? That's what causes stress, and I think what I've seen and what I've kind of learned to do with that is, there are things that you can control and things that you can't control.
Exactly,
so if you focus on things that you can control, and if you're very sure that you've done whatever you have to do in that situation, that's what makes you kind of deal with that in a manner that.
Unless you throw it to your HODs.
Well, that's a part of that, right? That's a part.
Yeah. So, is there any other part that we don't know about you? Like any other part of Mr. Mohit Gurnani?
I don't know. There is much besides the fact that what I do outside of work. It's so when you have the weekends and when you have time on your own, you like to spend time with friends, family. I like sports. I like golf. I've been trying for the last couple of years to get better at it whenever time permits and the weather permits here, of course.
Yes.
And I like I said, love to play with my son, who's 7-year-old.
That's cute. That's cute. God bless him. So, last but not least, do you have any word of wisdom to the audience who are listening to us?
The only thing that I say all the time is that our business is not that complicated. We tend to overcomplicate it. And I think it's all about keeping on doing the simple things and the basics right.
Yes.
And that's what gets you to excellence, right? It's not about doing the complicated things. So keeping it simple, keeping guests at the center of what you do. I think that's most crucial. If we always are looking at trying to make memorable experience, make our guests happy, and at the center of what we do all the time is what will get us to what we want to do. And also always one needs to focus on what are you getting out of your day's work. Are you learning anything new? Are you making yourself more capable of taking on something more? So
you're evolving yourself.
Evolving yourself, learning. It's a very fast growth. So yeah, keep things simple. Keep working on your own learnings. Make sure we take care of guests, and things will be good.
That's great. Thank you, Mr. Mohit Gurnani, for joining us today. This was so enlightening. I really learned a lot. So we wish you all the best in your mission, and we'll see you around.
Well, thank you very much, Nadia. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this insightful. Stay tuned for more. Ma salama. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching us. The general manager of Taj Jumeirah Lakes Towers, and he's been over. I'm Nadia. I'm sorry.